Renegade. Man, afraid, man in the wilderness. Keep it real and honest one, you know, tabloid. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, worldwide. Renegade there. All right. So this does go on in a parliament now. Does not. When that size 30 in a pass our place. And I one thing I tell the opposition, 28 hour now. No ramp with her. She too enough. Remember some people vote for no, elect no, and put in there so for represent them. Me hear Juliet, me hear no, me hear Brown, me hear Brown first. He ma ask, I mean hear Damien too. They ma ask some question. I remember say, I them constituents put them there, you know. And they ma ask about him one shot tell him about fit us ask question and sit down. It's a question they ma ask, you never get to ask a question. And I talk about members sit down. She too enough. Bigfoot too fucking enough. Hey, listen me. Opposition don't ramp with her. She too fucking stink. Una don't ramp with her. Because show no real parliament run. Because parliament, we want to we boss parliament. We are the Westminster Muggle. I'm going to show you when the speaker they saw what them for do. If you play like one of them serve judge balance, you know, you call that. But no come try rules mad like it's a court them in a and you rule them with iron fist. Can you sit down there and sit down and then you make big dirty thinking, dirty nasty, but big dirty thinking Queenie run out. That will not work. And then by the way, opposition, who not listen. These are the people that want to figure the warmest time, you know, the hardest time. Not what they want 2/3 pan, make sure it don't pass. And put her in our place too. Either they move her or something. But that we keep and get boycott or something, when move her, she too enough. Una she no size, she a pass her place. She too fucking enough, number 13. Stink with it. Don't play with that. Do not ramp with no ramp with that. She out order. Now I show no how real parliament run. Because Jamaica robust, as if they you know. She for balance. No. She want to rule you. Remember your constituents put you there. Mr. Juliet never explain about him constituency. And when he can no, you making this. Go to state. And now we talk to sir. You cannot talk to big people like that. You're fucking out there. Hey, me a politician, me tell her move a bum same way you know. Fuck you and move out of my bum one to you. Go away, man. It's a piece of fucking shit. Big dirty thinking Queenie all in there. But him run off big dirty thinking mouth with him dirty thinking mouth back. Him to go away. And listen me, as I said before, opposition all gloves off. Don't ramp with her. No ramp with her. And I might think that tell them you're not play with this. You're not playing with it. Yeah? People in the lake, you know. For doing amateur fucker rap, them rap this and a BF, you know. Do everybody know? And we see say Paul Buchanan thing for review in November. Yeah? You understand? Yeah? Chief just go away. You understand? See? Who tells the PMP want her in the house? Nobody want her. But enough, she enough. Just look on the Westminster model. And you can hear when them ask question time, when them question, ask them question. Hear how people really ask real question, man. So. Let me start, me show. Me can play something and make you hear. Yeah? Me can show them something. This is a real matter. We don't know a joke thing here, you know. So you feel just fuck off in a big foot. You feel just fuck, listen. Me say, PMP, no, I want to ramp with her. No. Fuck up into her. It's too fucking out of her than still.
some we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump some we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people like the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? Over there,
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for so.
Serious
It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for so.
Yo, politician, for the evil's mission, who no we blame. Too money and power and fame. We're gonna friend up to you, them really don't believe. Get them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes and buy them.
Alright, so here what I'm telling you for me now. The one I know have a phone. And 400,000 on a vote. Even if I'm when them turn back, send a strong message to this Bigfoot nastiness, you know. Everyone I know. That's for flood. Yeah. Put on a big dirty thinking place, yeah? I will tell the opposition. Remember now she vote for put you on there. None what they want pass and them need 2/3 for pass it and need people from want to make sure no pass nothing at all. But them need the opposition, nothing. And put her in our place. Me I show you how real the real parliament them run. Watch this. Watch this. This is the parliament. And hear the speaker. I remember this is a prime minister question time. Because she tell if you ask question. Hear all them people that ask question and hear them talk. Question time. Listen here.
If he votes for Labour's motion this afternoon, that investigation can start. Will he vote for it, or will he vote for another cover-up?
Yeah. So remember, you know, he must say if he vote, him not just come and say if you can vote for a cover-up. He must ask if you vote for it, you know. This is a go on. So he asks, the Prime Minister will answer, and you're going to hear even the speaker to the Prime Minister. Why you listen good? And then you're going to hear who asks him the question, And this year I try, you know, and I try most of the people. So don't think. Everybody have to rush. Yeah,
I'm very happy to publish all the details of the Randox contracts, which have been investigated by the National Audit Office already. We're talking of cover-ups. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, but we still have not heard why the Honourable Gentleman will not tell...
Order. Minister, Prime Minister, sit down. Prime Minister, I'm not going to be challenged. You may be the Prime Minister of this country, but in this House, I'm in charge, and we're going to put it up.
You answer to the Prime Minister, and party I talk to, you know. So instead of the Prime Minister answer back, the Prime Minister tried feisty and him rush the Prime Minister. Not she. She did a rush opposition. Because you have to be balanced. They might ask you the question, and when they might ask the question, they might knock it like this. Listen again. Listen again. I hear when said to the Prime Minister, I'm not going to challenge you, but in your show me in charge. Prime Minister. Can I take job off of the man through the man asking the question? You hear? Listen again. Listen. She should only take job off of opposition and I tell them sit down without order self. Look here.
Investigation. If he votes for Labour's motion this afternoon, that investigation can start. Will he vote for it, or will he vote for another cover-up?
Prime Minister!
I'm very happy to publish all the details of the Randox contracts, which have been investigated by the National Audit Office already. We're talking of cover-ups. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, but we still have not heard why the Honourable Gentleman will not tell...
Order.
Some attack the man. Like how Queenie love attack people. You hear this? Hear the speaker to him now. Remember, she not tell Queenie I call people in Pampu. This a big got the Queenie me take the boy and little boy them from all over, you know. And spoil them, you know. Big dirty thinking Queenie, you know. Yes. You hear him attack the man? Him for just answer the Prime Minister. Remember, another man a part of film thing, you know. The speaker, you know. Hear this. Him attack the man. Attack the man, hear this.
Prime Minister, sit down. Prime Minister, I'm not going to be challenged. You may be the Prime Minister of this country, but in this House, I'm in charge, and we're going to carry on.
When you went tell him, say, Prime Minister, sit, came at him a challenge the man. You ever hear that from Bigfoot? You ever hear that from number 13? Eh? Do you hear? Because the man asked him the question and come up. Here again, listen.
End of that. Keir Starmer.
You say anybody on a calf, no mic hear the people them loud? Listen here.
Mr. Speaker, I think the Prime Minister just said he's happy to publish all the Randox papers in relation to these contracts, so we'll take that and we'll pursue it. And I remind the Prime Minister, when I was Director of Public Prosecutions, I prosecuted MP.
All right. So, I remember question time. You when somebody, he might remind him when he was public. That's going to be a question, don't it? But he might remind him to prosecute people. So, he want to know if he might do the same thing, if he might make it run. She want you to come and say, oh, the road are fixed. She too fucking enough. Everybody will vote for PMP. Want to make sure send a strong message per line there. That Bigfoot piece of shit. She too enough. Want to fit this her up. She's a garbage. She too out order, man. Fucking out order. You cannot talk to big people and go, hey, that's how I'm going to be no politician. Come in there and tell her, move your one fear. Go on, man. We are no big dirty thinking Queenie too. Don't ramp with them, you know. Hear this.
Who broke the rule. He has been investigated by every organisation he's ever been elected to. That's the difference.
And the Prime Minister, and the same thing I'm trying to on this now. Everything I've investigated him come a pot shot. Yeah? Hear this.
Billions of pounds of taxpayers' money handed to their mates and donors.
So he might tell you, remember in the question time, but him can allow for speaking mind and point out the truth. The speaker stop him now. Remember question time, you know? That question he might ask, but he might point out what happened. So it follow up with him question. She want to cut off that. You must say nothing. The constituency put you there. Oh, you must ask this. Go to your question with your big nut nasty, Bigfoot nasty self. It's too fucking out order. Yeah? You hear this? Millions corruption. You hear this? You hear? Continue. Hear this.
Tory MPs getting rich by working as lobbyists, one not even bothering to turn up because he's in.
It's a question he might ask, you know. This is a British Parliament. And he might point out all these criminal things with the Prime Minister. The man stop him? No. He might be right. No. He might ask him question, but this is a part of the question. So he might ask him if he might vote to make that go through. And by the way, the Prime Minister lose him thing, you know, them push him away. You see? So you hear this? Question him ask.
The Caribbean advising tax havens. And the Prime Minister somehow expects us to believe that he's the man to clean up Westminster.
Yeah.
He led his troops through the sewers to cover up corruption, and he can't even say sorry. The truth is that beneath the bluster, he still thinks it's one rule for him and another for his mates.
Yeah, them, all them rebus, and them just, like you think, because that are someone in your parliament. Now, when she sit down, about sit down, how she attack to? Run away! To fucking out order. You understand? You ask a question, leave people, make them ask them, because you're too fucking out order with your big bump, your big fuck up foot. Eh? Yeah, this.
At the same time as his government are engulfed in sleaze, they're rowing back on the promises they made to the north.
They promise. You hear what singing I talk about? Question him asking people.
Working people who are paying the price. Is it any wonder that people are beginning to think that the joke isn't funny anymore?
Mr. Speaker, it is plain from listening to the right honourable gentleman that he seeks to criticise this government while...
You see, Mr. Speaker, it is plain and free to criticise the government. Of course, what she are trying to do, you know, I tell if you ask a question, and then you want to criticise the government. You know why you have to talk nothing about your constituents? You have to just go this. And you have to ask this. Sheep the fuck off. That enter parliament. Me never see parliament around say yet. Sheep before everyone I want to vote, you know, put that up online and tell her fuck off, you know. She fi go away, you know. Style on the style she, you know. And opposition me I said nobody ever gloves off. When you make them know from now. When you know in a that with them. None of them. And nobody play a nice boy, a nice lady around here. That not working. Now work with them criminals over there, so. And join the minions. Remember them when I deal with them just thief for election for money. So I don't look upon them and I have no time for nice with them. Them, they are criminal. We don't have them as government, neither we have them as criminal. Yes? This is how parliament run. Hear this.
Refusing to explain his own position, and you've ruled on that, Mr. Speaker. You've ruled on that, Mr. Speaker, and I hear you. But his own misconduct, Mr. Speaker, is...
But the Prime Minister attack him again. Same one misconduct. You hear? Hear the Speaker and the Prime Minister, you know. Listen again.
It's absolutely clear to everybody. His own misconduct is absolutely clear. And meantime, Mr. Speaker, we will get on a cross-party basis. We will get on a cross-party basis with taking forward the business that I've outlined.
Yeah.
And we will get on with the business.
You cannot tell people, hey, you can't tell them people about the silent, and people are doing them, you know. When they made them say, you know. But you can't get this to where you want it. It's a very bird, you know. Rebus.
This of this government, which is leading the country out of the pandemic.
Order. Prime Minister, just, I'm struggling to hear.
See that I'm talk to the Prime Minister again, free Prime Minister, you know.
And if it's correct what I've said, it was about Leader of the Opposition and misconduct. We cannot accuse somebody of misconduct. No, I mean...
That's what I'm saying. The Prime Minister said the opposition misconduct. I say you can't do that, you can't do. So he might rephrase that. Because remember, him go on with the criminality, you know. Him, Boris Johnson. Yeah, hear this.
And just before the Leader of the House gives me an answer, all I'm trying to say, I cannot hear. If it was said, I want it withdrawn. If it wasn't, I will accept it. I'm just...
I want him withdrawn.
Just a moment.
Yeah, people don't get back. Just a moment. This is a real parliament. That is shit. I know everything she can't sit down there about she can't have. She be fuck off with her big foot here. She be fuck off. Nobody now want put she. None. Continue.
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I referred to the right honourable gentleman's misconduct.
Oh, I referred to the right gentleman misconduct. So I rephrase. Yeah, this.
Because that is what he's guilty of. That is what he's guilty of.
You hear also now? What she do now? She just fucked up. Because she left this is what she do, people. See what she do ya? See what Big Nazi 13 do ya? Bigfoot 13. Because she tried she the criminal, you know. And this a dirty thinking mountain back one. A big dirty thinking one ya. That big Nazi thinking one ya. So them run out and I talk about Ning Pan this and then tell people about sit down. It never work like this. When your constituents send you there, you talk for them. So what she do is fuckery. And we are telling everybody for vote PMP. We have to attack she, you know. Yeah, man. We put it up there because she's a piece of shit. She too enough now. Nobody no want to see her and her man that's still criminal. See? Yes. This a piece of shit here. And it a run out, you know. This a piece of shit here. Yeah? This. You understand? You know we never put them in. Let me show you what them do. Look here. This is what them do. Let me go back to what them do. Look on this.
The minister was appointed by the government to make this particular statement. Therefore, without being properly briefed.
Member, thank you very much.
You're just some fucking enough. No speaker never do this. Him say you have to properly brief. Him right. Right? Yeah, right. And I like our bike.
But you may take your seat. No, member, you may take your seat.
You don't run over with that. You not take no seat. More than you not stand up in a solidarity to run away. It's not working. All gloves off. All gloves off. Yeah, man. Great, great. Okay. So I can't tell you, say, my goal in the opposition, them just held a press conference just now. So the media carry it later. Because them now work with she, none talk. She feel just go away. Yeah? She feel go away. And everybody will go, hey, when you turn Panama, you know, and I joke me, I make you know, straight, look, you see what the Titans do on Friday. Tonight, hey, she, listen, because she has shit, you know. She not even, hey, to a fear husband, she not even suppose, she not suppose, them just leave for election. She too fucking enough. She be fuck off. Look what them do. That's a damn man.
Member, take your seat, please.
We can't talk to people like this. And then we don't want to hear the house so fucking silent neither. We want to hear the house. You understand? We want to hear it active. So when the man knock it knock. She sit down and must tell her big dirty mama, your mom now control and spread that. This is fuckery. No, listen to me. No opposition must put up to this. All gloves off. Now work with her neither. And opposition, they call pound, you know. Not where them need 2/3 from the opposition. When they don't pass it, don't care what happen. People see what you know. Tell them to fuck off. Yeah? Tell them to fuck off. If me was a politician and that's your mama, you think I big hey, me have immunity, but hey, you say I big dot you think me could end there and him open him out and chat to me? Remember me have immunity, you know. Deal with them case. And when me done, I wash me and I'm full of my germs. Deal with him in there, you know. Wicked, you know. As him open him at what? Pay teams, my way I go in the film just chat, you know. Pay teams. Deal with him in, make them say, yo man, look. You think I joke? Hey, that piece of shit. As him open him mouth, so I full it up. It means that piece of shit. Yes. Yes, enough.
Member, take your seat, member.
Yeah, man,
don't, member, take your seat. Member.
Yes, enough.
And you ruled on that. Did he talk about payment? You nincompoop? Did he speak about payment?
Yeah, this big dirty thinking and damn piece of nasty shit. You nimpa with your big dirty thinking self. Leave the people them to completely alone. You forgot prison. The amount of them you turn in a mountain climber, you piece of shit, yo. Eh? This garbage. When I have to deal with them piece of shit, yeah. Them have to get dealt with. This piece of shit have to get dealt with. Yeah? Yeah. Anything whatever those market, when I deal with good governance, you don't care what. You know how to put them all gloves off. I make sure I pay big people, she can't go to them chat. No matter what, we don't want the house around, say, you know. It cannot work. When you talk about your constituents and the rain, shall tell about you not do this? You think you can come put rule at about you? Fuck off! If you mean that about him and too, you will send him and the little boy them. Stink him, stink. If him go get a wife and get him life, him dash to the wife and them pay little boys. Him should have gone to prison a long time, this piece of shit. Turn the place in a fucking sea world. This germs. Yeah? Watch him. Continue. Look.
The member from St. Catherine East. The member from St. Catherine East, please ask your question.
You can't ask, hear this.
I want to say something.
When we had heavy rains,
what is your question?
I'm coming to it.
No,
ask your question. I am coming to my question.
Members, it is very evident. It is very evident. It is, members, it is very evident, and that's not an appropriate question.
Can they, and thank you for allowing me, Madam Speaker.
Ask your question.
Can the Minister advise me and the House if, because as I said, there is a difficulty in terms of contractors indicating that they are not getting paid to clear the road.
Member, please take your seat.
You shall sit down, no manners. Are you not running away?
Member, take your seat.
Sit down, no manners. You have to start running away.
The member from St. Mary's Southeast, please take your seat.
I have to run away.
House Leader.
You have to tell people about take a seat. You have to run away. See there?
If we have no other questions.
So I should know. All right, so I'm sure what happened now. So Marky came in and him talk for him walk out. Look. And democracy and that you two stink, man.
Madam Speaker.
Members, there's a question from the Leader of Opposition, the member from St. Andrew South.
I'm very concerned by the way in which the proceedings are being conducted. We are attempting to ask questions. We are attempting to ask questions arising from the statement. The statement was a wide-ranging statement. It not only touched and concerned the specific minister's portfolio, he also said he was speaking on behalf of the Minister of Local Government, who is overseas, who has direct...
That's him say. And by the way, when you get up speak for your constituency, you know, this is our minister front of the government. So even if you ask about the minister, you can't drop in something else because maybe you don't get fit up on it. She too enough. She too fucking enough. She fi move her nasty thing. She too fucking enough. I get too enough now. And listen, opposition do not work with her. She fi fuck off with her big dirty thinking foot them. She fi fuck off. She too enough now. That is not a parliament. You don't thief and fucking in the hey, what? Let me tell you this. I should have me say the one dirty thinking queen him got me say. You have immunity in there. Hey, I got wear some boat to say. That's him whooping him out. Hey, no sun, no shine. See your place in there. Then that's no man, you're terrible. Him too stink. Yeah? You have immunity in there, you know. So me da work, boy, you talk about man like a little boy them. Me da work my foot on my Timbs. As him whooping him yaba. Yeah, him is a piece of shit. Yeah? You hear? So I'm not willing to get up and attack this. They must not work with the government. Them is a piece of shit. Them thief election and fear thing now, you know. Yeah, man, now look off Mike. No speaker. You overstep your big dirty thinking bone with a big dirty thinking foot. Everybody will vote for PMP to make sure target you from today day. Put it up. You two stink. Them have to move you. You two stink. Continue.
Direct responsibility for disaster preparedness. On more than one occasion, the member on this side who sought to ask a question has been prevented from completing the question, and instead a point of order has been taken, which I don't know what the ruling was, or you yourself have intervened to prevent the statement, the question from being asked. I want to know what the question was that the member for South East St. Mary was seeking to ask. I don't know what his question is.
Member.
Hey, that's what I mean in politics. You think you could have me to come here to that fuck off same place now? Fuck off! It's a piece of shit. Anything we them need from the opposition, I should have me run this. Listen, I'll Gov'T. We not cooperate with you. None at all. You can't put democracy in a trouble like this, in a threat. Yeah. You understand? We not run with them.
If we have no other questions, announcements.
She be fuck off, man. They have big dirty thinking, nasty big old dirty thinking put them. She be fuck off.
Announcements.
Good. Big piece of fucking shit. Eh? Everybody, every PMP will vote, make sure. I feel if go for this Bigfoot piece of shit. Number 13. Number nasty 13. She too stink. Yeah? I remember she said that, you know, we hear James Roberts say it, you know. Yeah? We hear him say it, but she too stink now. Everybody will vote PMP, make sure you push up this. Yeah, she go, man. You understand? Me just show you how we parliament run. You have question time, and when them ask the Prime Minister and him step over bound, them are put him back in her place. She know. She make a big queen here talk about Ninkpan, poo, and all kind of fucking shit. Juliet Robinson get up to speak, you know. And I say about him constituents, no, ask question. That is not, what you mean that is not a question, you piece of shit, yo. Eh? So what them do, you know, them all say, when we do this stuff, you know, let me tell you them plan. Them say, when we do this stuff, you know, them can't get for ask Andrew about nothing, and about no 28 about nothing. What we do, if when you ask a question, them want a question, you just say, yo, stick to the question. I head them say them are using the people. Head, she too stink. Fuck, she be fuck off like a million times. That piece of shit. That's why I'm not wrong the man for have side chick bulldozer. If you have 10 more, go backward, go by. You big nasty piece of fucking shit. With your big dirty thinking foot. Yeah? If you fuck off, you don't have no manners. And we don't have no manners, nobody has the respect for you. You too stink. Bamba, I want to man. Go here, man. Fucking out of order. And this a piece of shit one you too. This nastiness here. All the while them push up. Hey, let me tell you, so when I do this thing here, and share headed and better than you don't put them in. You diss them. You understand? See? Of course, bulldozer look better than she. She can't walk in a bulldozer, side chick bulldozer shoes. She can't walk in a side chick bulldozer shoes, that's why she had side chick bulldozer. She's a piece of shit. See, Anna me says, so look here, hear this.
You heard what I said? I said they are just two crazy individuals that live very self-centered, separate lives. Andrew Holness and Juliet Holness. So when he comes home, she not winding them up that.
Yeah. She never look good like bulldozer slippers. With that size 13. I remember her foot can't go. She remember, you know, she can't fit in a bulldozer shoes like that, you know. Yes? Horrible man.
You heard what I said? I said they are just two crazy individuals that live very self-centered, separate lives. Andrew Holness and Juliet Holness. So when he comes home, she not winding them up that.
Yeah. Them are some crazy people. Two of them, not him alone, but both of them. Them crazy. Them are two pieces of shit. Both of them. I'm listen again. I reach out to the opposition and say, opposition, the gloves are off. You're not working with this kind of situation. That is not no parliament. And she tell people, sit down. She too fucking out of order. She be fuck off. I read into things at some point, you get me, use it and attack them. Don't ask the question. When you look, the same man like question Mark Walling say, you know, say him attack, and then you can ask the question. Don't tell me if you ask. When it's my time to talk, fuck you and fuck up and move your butt. Go away. I represent my people, them a vote for me. Them. And when me attack, them have to hear me, I represent them. She too enough. Fucking idiot. And then it's a bad president, you set, you know. Bad president. Because when the shoots flip, what they expect? Mark Golding now say, yo, make them run this, make them do this. Them do with this, you know, but let me tell you this. If you don't put stop to these nastiness, they will continue to do the same thing. You have to stop them. What are them are germs? Stop them. The one I want to vote, PMP, make sure on the flood and put on a discuss up there. Everyone I know. Yes. She too enough now. Remember, you know, she attacked some people where people vote for, want to vote for. Yes? And turn out Mike another fuckery. Nobody now put up to that one. Yeah. None. None. And this a piece of shit, yeah. With the little one, them in danger right now. Him a run out. This garbage. This a dirty whale sperm, dirty thinking garbage. This a dirty thinking one, yeah. Eh? It run out. It shouldn't even be there now. That germs one, yeah. Shouldn't be there. Yeah. You understand? Now, the place mash up, you know. We have rain. You have people who get me pay. No money in the day, you know. None. Listen, them not do nothing for the country, you know. Them fuck it up. These germs fuck up the country. Everything will come out of their mouth and be a shit. You understand? She too disrespectful. We have to burn her out straight. Right now, she can't pass her husband the way I say, every day we are burn her now, you know. She's a piece of shit. So right now, we have to turn up attention to she now. Focus. She not going to turn upon big dirty thinking, mama, and draws dirty thinking, Davis. She no different from them. Big dirty thinking, foot no different from them. Number 13, not different from her. Hey, we're an angler like how she need to get angled. This nastiness are the same thing. She not different. Yeah? We have to angle her the same way. She's a part of wrecking democracy. Them can't give her a chat. Yeah? We have to angle her the same way, same treatment. You know, like how with a brush and we gone, that the gloves off. She too stink. And we are watching her in that. She have to move. She too stink. Yeah? And by the way, after Jamaica Labour Party, fling Cuba under the bus. The ambassador went there, you know. So when Marky G them walk out, big dirty thinking, the next main nasty thinking one when him Terry Long tongue him. In this I talk about the government of Jamaica and stand with Cuba. Cuba, we shouldn't even go down there and listen to them. And them just send home the doctor them. And them tell life on Cuba too, you know. And them help blow up the plane, you know. Them know about it, you know. Them know about the plane. Uno plane. Cabana airline. Yes. We blow past it for Barbados that come to Jamaica. Them. See I got them. Them see man. Queenie was there. Bushrat and them thing that them did active. Yes. Them are germs. They're not supposed to have an account. Them is germs. Yeah, them are germs, man. See? So you have a big dirty thinking that a piece of shit and now run out. Yeah. Remember play this soon. Yeah, the piece of shit, remember, you know. Rubia come down, them send home the nurse and the doctor there. Them tell life and Cuba, so Cuba do all kind of things. But here the piece of shit just in the one place. The best place of Jamaica for talk, you know, when them there fucking UN. Now come talk, you see the ambassador come in there so and stand with Cuba and America. Go chat so you and your piece of shit. Fuck off too. You're a piece of fucking shit. Hear this.
Geographic neighbor with whom it shares strong diplomatic and cultural ties. I must assure this honourable House that the government of Jamaica remains opposed to the unilateral application of economic and trade measures by one state against another. That would
so I lie them a tell. Lie them a tell. So to the ambassador go down, they go sit down in the gallery. Him come up and talk about I oppose. Anything you oppose, you notice if you oppose or something, you come talk about it. When they talk about visa, they want big dirty thinking, mama. We talk the right thing. Or the youth them get desecrated. Because one thing with me now, we don't cover up thing where we are talking, we identify it and we show it. Them is shit. So this piece of shit you attacked the Cuban ambassador there, just now, and him run out with this or read this. It don't make no sense in the kind of water. And this a dolphin piece of fucking shit. Him to go away. Him to go away, man. Hear this.
would obstruct the conduct of commercial activity, trade, and economic cooperation.
Hear this.
It is important, Madam Speaker, to note that the decision of the United States to keep Cuba on its list of countries not cooperating fully in its fight against terrorism, while simultaneously maintaining its designation as a state sponsor of terrorism, remains in absolute contrast to the principles of international law, the sovereign equality of states, non-interference in the internal affairs.
Well, that makes sense. But the sovereignty of state. So you say, but even if everyone come down and not come a piece of shit you. But tell you, him to go away now. Him to go with him dolphin fin now. Him to go away. Now, see I go say, man, they bring Cuban in the Cuban orbit and want to turn me now communist. No, uno say that uno the labor. No, don't set labor right. I say, man, they want to turn Jamaica in a communism. Come turn them in a communist. Turn the state of communism. Bring in communism. See? Are you and him forgot to these fucking shit? Because them did that, UN. You understand? Shita?
Of states and the right to self-determination and peaceful coexistence.
So if you think about no state should allow, but why never talk for Gaza? Your piece of hypocrite, big underprivileged, nasty man taking piece of shit, yo. You're germs! If you fuck off to, this is just a joke. Hey, me tell you, say them are tricksters, you know. When them are talking and listen to them, and them is a piece of shit. Piece of garbage. This sterile and tongue boy is a piece of garbage. When you want to talk, and do like what me and what they do. And Juliet talk up there, so. And when you talk about state now and this and that, and talk about people and this and them, you don't talk about where going in the world, you piece of shit, yo. Eh? Hear this.
Madam Speaker, I wish to take this opportunity to highlight the importance of all members of the United Nations adhering to the Charter of the United Nations and international law, including international humanitarian law.
So just get a piece of paper and attack. It's not a value. Hey, Cuba, you know what? This is not a value, here. Them fucked up. This is not a value. Them for fuck off. Them are shit. No value. And you talk Jamaican, you don't send me the nurse and the doctor, them a piece of shit, yo. Just wait. You don't call them a terrorist state, JLP. You don't even tell them to call Cuba a terrorist state. You don't tell life on Cuba up to now.
The government of Jamaica has refused to promulgate any law, legislation, or measure that would infringe on the sovereignty of a state or its lawful national interests. Madam Speaker, Jamaica therefore supports the renewed call for Cuba's removal from the United States list of countries considered a state sponsor of terrorism.
Go choking up at you, Bailey. Your piece of move in front of me too. Your piece of garbage, yo. Yes. So this is what them do. Front of your feet, them cannot be trusted. Them is shit. Anything where you want, say go UN go talk it. Do like where? Do yes. No, two more. Them are shit. UN front of the whole world. You go make your speech. Them never go up there, them not talk against. Listen. Them not talk about what going on in the Caribbean now, you know. But them talk about Cuba and this and that and that time. See a beer warship down there now. But yes, still, the embassy, that's what I'm telling you, them are hypocrite, them are shit. All them do is destroy Jamaica. Hey, are we and them, you know? Because I'm and them, man. We and them germs, yeah. We and them big dirty thinking, Jamaica showing it again. This is UK. I remember this a question time. I'm want you hear if when the people ask a question, you hear them make more than statement in a them question. Because them ask a question, you know, and me get voting by the constituent, right? Me I go for represent them. So when me ask my question, before me can just come and say, like me now represent my constituency, me could go in a parliament and say, Madam Speaker, you say about water, we're going to get the road fixed, or when? Are you going to clean a drain? I'm must say nothing about my constituency. Where send me there? Know that I look like me not doing work for them, you know. Because me not say, listen, in my constituency right now, you know, every gully block up. See the rain fall and the amount of people flood. So we want to know how fast. Remember my constituency, and listen me and ask them this. Because they hold me accountable. She come up with a fuckery. No, you must say nothing. You must just ask a question without big dirty thinking, cheesy dirty thinking, scaly dirty thinking foot. She even fuck off with that number 13. I said the man can't turn. To stifle him. She too hard, man. You have to talk for the constituency where you're there. You must. You must know say them going to clean from what we kill fill up. Have a look for him. If you know say them road and fix them going to clean, you know say it flood much people. And you are going to make sure come and represent. Each time you go to parliament and then you represent. Not yourself. Not for ask question of your fucking self. But of the people them only elect you. So every word that come out of your mouth must for them. And them see you working for them. She can't tell you do otherwise. She be fuck off. Yeah, Juliet only say fuck off. She too fucking stink. She out of order. Bad. Anybody when you go up there, so. Yeah? When you go there, so. Remember them people elect you. I remember fit them business you are do. Not of your own. So you can't hear a guy talk and say, well, I'm here to talk for the money. And you're going to talk, so rain a fall, and you say, okay, you're going to fix. When this going to fix? That means I represent who send it there. She can't go in there fucking it and tell her this, you know. Everything come out of your mouth to make sure you represent the people then. We'll put it here. You understand? Yeah. You understand? Yes. So now when you go there, so she can't tell about those artists and don't say nothing. Me and Juliet say, in my constituency, ask a question, but that's you fucking ass said you. You're too hard and not about sit down. Hey, me a politician, them could talk to me now. Me have immunity in there. Me have to take out Queenie fast and quick. I pay things me await at him whooping him mouth. We are talking about Bruce there, Jackie Chan. Yeah. Immunity there. As him say, yeah. I'm all things where you talk about, man. Senate is a piece of shit. It have immunity. So it makes space to have that too. So I know that. So a big dirty thinking Queenie when I like for the nastiness. As him say, yeah. As he say, me fly up, so I attack it. And John, hey, come here, hey, the amount of worse here that for anytime as him open him big dirty thinking mountain. Yeah, I'm Tim's me aware, not a Clark's, Tim's. Yeah, man. Big dirty thinking Queenie. Him too stink. You understand? Him too stink. Look, man, Westminster Mago will take off. Look here. Look here. She out there, man. Look here.
Investigation. If he votes for Labour's motion this afternoon, that investigation can start. Will he?
Remember, you know, a question time this, you know. You hear this. You're the opposition.
He vote for it, or will he vote for another cover-up?
Prime Minister!
I'm very happy to publish all the details of the Randox contracts, which have been investigated by the National Audit Office already. We're talking of cover-ups. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, but we still have not heard why the Honourable Gentleman will not tell...
Order. Minister, Prime Minister, sit down. Prime
Here you are, sir. Remember, you know, in the ruling side, you know. But the Prime Minister, instead of answer, him attack the opposition. You hear this? She not say this to Queenie, look a while in the people. I say no, say she not good. You have to treat her like how we treat Queenie now. We don't have no listen. I'll go up with that Bigfoot piece of shit now, you know. Remember, I saw where I treat that now, you know. Yes. You understand? Yes. I don't know which one of them are more man, one of them more skiller. Well, she are more man than honest. I don't ask. And yes, see? So you have to treat her like the one they took. See? Now the Prime Minister, when the opposition talk to him attack the opposition. And the Speaker attempt the Prime Minister, sit down. You know, I'm going to do this and move back attack. Answer the question, Prime Minister. See? In a Jamaica term now, when the opposition attack, she wear in and tell about sit down and sit there, sir, and sit this. She no balance. And then she want to ask a question, I remember say it again. Opposition don't work with these people. Anything where they need 2/3 in the House and Senate for pass, so no pass, not even one. So I'm not serious. I make them know what time it is. Anything. Not even one. She was to the station when need over, not even one. Yeah. Not you make sure everything different. Not even one. We will deal with the rest out there, so you know. Because them thief for election and she too out of that. On top of that, you know what people out there, boy? For them. Should them know your people are something? You know what people, brother boy, for them? So when a thief, when they should have prisoner one by one long time. When a piece of shit, you know. Right now, when I take social media and run over, wicked. She too think I have to start dealing with that same like how we deal with big dirty thinking Mama Grass Davis. She the right there with them now. Right there. Nothing less. She's a nastiness. Yeah. See? She's a nastiness. See? Hear this.
Minister, I'm not going to be challenged. You may be the Prime Minister of this country, but in this House, I'm in charge, and we're going to carry on.
The Prime Minister,
I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, but we still have not heard why the Honourable Gentleman will not tell...
Order. Minister, Prime Minister, sit down. Prime Minister, I'm not going to be challenged. You may be the Prime Minister of this country, but in this House, I'm in charge, and we're going to carry on.
Yeah, I'm Prime Minister, listen, on film side, you know. Prime Minister, she can't accuse the man. The man go ask him some question at him. Look here again. And this I want to be she. Look here.
End of that. Keir Starmer.
Mr. Speaker, I think the Prime Minister just said he's happy to publish all the Randox papers in relation to these contracts, so we'll take that and we'll pursue it. And I remind the Prime Minister, when I was Director of Public Prosecutions, I prosecuted MPs who broke the rules. He has been investigated by every organisation he's ever been elected to. That's the difference.
Yeah. So, when I ask him about him going on the corruption at Johnson, him going on the corruption, I say, yo, you corrupted a question time him there, you know. These are low. She want to move that. Take it up on her head like the house. Our house, a fair one. And I earns Bigfoot. Bigfoot, upscotch. Yeah, Bigfoot, and I earns. Where them now upscotch, you know, where them Bigfoot, or them kind of Bigfoot again, upsquash. Yes. Don't interfere, yeah? Look here.
Billions of pounds of taxpayers' money handed to their mates and donors. Tory MPs getting rich by working as lobbyists, one not even bothering to turn up because he's in the Caribbean advising tax havens. And the Prime Minister somehow expects us to believe that he's the man to clean up Westminster. He led his troops through the sewers to cover up corruption. And he can't even say sorry. The truth is that beneath the bluster, he still thinks it's one rule for him and another for his mates. At the same time as his government are engulfed in sleaze, they're rowing back on the promises they made to the North. And it's working people who are paying the price. Is it any wonder that people are beginning to think that the joke isn't funny anymore?
Your parliament for sound, she'll try to move that. Because she want to hide corruption. Want to tell them no, only don't talk unless you attack and you are without enough self. She too stink. She too enough now. That ain't parliament. She thinks that up her house. She out order, bad man. Very out order. You understand? When people ask them question, the member them represent them constituency. So you have to make sure that, listen. In America, you attack the constituency. So if you ask about housing, about local government, about road, water, you ask, because I know for your personal house something, not for the people in the constituency. So them have to bring in at all times. You understand? And then they're supposed to turn off nobody my ground there. She too out of man, but treat her same like the man Sasquatch. What Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and that, she has Sasquatch. But if you treat her same like Big Mama, them, you know, she and them are the same thing. She no different. Everybody will vote PMP the other day. Make sure when you touch social media with this Bigfoot piece of thing, Sasquatch. Push out Sasquatch. She too out order. You understand? She figure out, I remember she not act like the bulldozer, you know. Well, push her out. We're done with that. No more nice guy around here with that. She too out order now, man. See? Hear this. It's a question time.
Mr. Speaker, it is plain from listening to the right honourable gentleman that he seeks to criticise this government while refusing to explain his own position. And you've ruled on that, Mr. Speaker. You've ruled on that, Mr. Speaker, and I hear you. But his own misconduct, Mr. Speaker, is...
It's a one misconduct. He attacked the opposition, you know, and the Speaker will knock him again. The Prime Minister, remember the Speaker come from over Theme Park, you know?
Absolutely, it's absolutely clear to everybody. His own misconduct is absolutely clear. And meantime, Mr. Speaker, we will get on a cross-party basis. We will get on a cross-party basis with taking forward the business that I've outlined. And we will get on with the business of this government, which is leading the country out of the pandemic.
Order, Prime Minister, just, I'm struggling to hear, and if it's correct what I've said, it was about Leader of the Opposition and misconduct. We can't or cannot accuse somebody of misconduct. Now, I may, and just before the Leader of the House gives me an answer, all I'm trying to say, I cannot hear. If it was said, I want it withdrawn. If it wasn't, I will accept it. I'm just a moment.
Mr. Speaker, I refer to the right honourable gentleman's misconduct, because that is what he is guilty of. That is what he is guilty of.
Well, when you say, a matter of fact, when you look around the world, that's how we hear Parliament run. We don't want a Parliament, somebody try to rule. And I tell people not talk about your constituency, out order, she out order. She tell them to abandon them constituency and don't talk about it. She too out order, man. You understand? She tell them to abandon the constituency. Somebody asked Madam Speaker, when in my constituency, you know, because the drain now. No, we don't want you to ask that. Ask the question with your big nasty thinking foot them. Your athlete foot. And athlete alone have athlete foot in a sheet too. Very out order, man. See? Very out order. So we've got to treat her now. Make we just tell her from now. Yeah. Size 13. Yeah, man, you get it, man. Make a knock them up to you. 13 and soon send them to you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See? I soon send them to you. See? Them for out there. Sheet water. Speaking of that, Paul, I'm going to show you something with Paul now. Yes, Sita. Speaking of that, we have this here so too. Judicial review, Supreme Court has set November the 18th, 2025 as the date to hear application for leave for judicial review, decision of the Constitutional Authority in the application to void the September 3rd election brought by PNP candidate for West Central St. Anne's of Paul Buchanan. Case management was held this morning, where it was noted as a serious unprecedented case involved the constituted authority. The judge ordered that documents be served on JLP candidate Andrew Holness and the authority and the Attorney General who put it there so. Go there so. I mean, something that come up. Yeah. Who represent the constitute the constitute authority. Constituted authority. So them say that I come up the 18. Yeah. Shout out, man. Hey, let me tell you something. Eh? Only if you call, you know. You say, oh, me know when I have to take that thing and make sure she from there. I want to get that number 13 thing there. Wanna have it? Wanna have it? Wanna have it? Wanna have the number 13? Wanna have size 13 down? Wanna have it? Somebody just asked me for it now. Who just asked me? I'm saying I give them right now, number 4, I forgot. Yes. I would tell them now, size 13. You want size 13, what on? You want big dirty thinking queenie too. Yeah? Wanna make sure put up size 13, you know. Shall we get treated same way like Queenie and Josh Davis and the team? She too out of that. Very out of that. Very, very out of that. Size 13. Yes. Size 13. Yes. She have to get treated same way. You know good. You know have no manners, man. People talk about them constituency and you know want them talk and ask questions. So the way you ask the question, it don't make no sense, you know, people. Let me show you something how she does. Oh, it don't make sense. You ask a question, but you can't say nothing about your country. She what talk about it now? Yeah? You can't say nothing about your constituency. That don't make no sense. See? So this is how she what talk. So you know so they go to them black and they join them black and the people them are. And then you're going to ask a minister something. But you feel as a minister, when they go there, go clean. Look how much clean in Jamaica. When you're going to get started. You know, it's a short order. Eh? Who said it? So you have to make sure you represent them at all times. Yeah. They can't must a PMP and a 14. And maybe I tell you this. You have something when them need the opposition for vote. Opposition must be out. Not at all. When them talk about make them come out and make a deal with them case. You make sure nothing. 2/3 of this and they make sure you turn it down. They're gonna chat till when you're in there. When them say them make a case to you, you know, and I say think your conscience. Remember the one of them think like them a criminal over there, over the JLP part. See? So don't care them say them make case, you just sit down and listen, just catch. Catch. And when them don't make them case, you vote against it. You don't join them and give them the vote where they want them, that 2/3 thing they want. Don't do it. You not do it. Don't do it. See? They want a 2/3 thing, it's not going to happen. See? When them run out and them come chat, we'll deal with them case. See, can remember, you know? You watch a member, you know, PMP. And the amount of people them just for my election I vote for now, them not talk to. Not talk to no Uncle Belly. See? No Uncle Belly. Now work. See? For me I talk for them, you're good. People them good. So don't care what them say. You know business. You don't business. You just do what the people them put it there for do. Let them go away. Yeah, shit. And as I said before, she have to get angle same way. Can't different. Can't different. She have to get angle same way like them here. That big dirty mama thinking Joyce Davis. She too out of order. She very out of order. Yeah? No, so I go remember the tell people about sit down with our out of order self. Oh, you help up number one, me. Could in a politics. And me run for a constituency. Every time me attack, who you think me attack for? No must them who put me there. So if nothing no bother me, then boy me rise up. And then boy me rise up, you know. So when me look at the gully black and when it look it run and flood out yard and it do all kind of things. When she come then I talk about bullshit. She be go away, man. Yeah. You understand? Then for go away, man. Too out order, man. That big nurse, she too out order. She be just go away, man. You understand? Okay. Very, very out order. You see? This is our parliament run. You have question time, and when they ask question, they make statements. So them tell us, I'm a fucking you have corruption come up in this. But Boris Johnson and the corruption and where am doing all kind of things. Them ask him a question when I vote on something. Them stick to voting? No! Bigfoot toast. Hey, you have a fuck off, you know. When you're out there, you can't see big people. I want to you, man. Go, man. When me look back from way back down, come right. I know, and them I know what I want to say. Because no other speaker never used to act like she. It no happen. And the PMP speaker, them always try to be more balanced. Them rush for them one people I rush you. If because somebody and them tell us, no, it's wrong. No, make that one. So them do real speaker thing. So it used to, you know, sound robust like this. Yeah? You see me I say? Yeah. Yeah. No, Juliet, wait, all right. So when she say, member, you don't call them by name, you can't say, the Prime Minister or the opposition. You know, I say member from Northeast, St. Andrews, Southwest, where you want, you know? Yes. See, where them come from? So you're not supposed to come and say, big dirty thinking, Queenie. They're not allow you to call by name. So I understand that. But Bigfoot too enough. This is what we want, yes, sir. So Marky G have to walk out, yeah, walk out because she out of order. They meant to have a talk about member sit down with the out of order self. You don't do that. Not do that. And you know, follow like you have come about to you. And then you have something to eat that now. We jump online, something to eat that don't set labor right to uncle like a dog, you know. They have type them look a fuckery. With them big dirty thinking don't set. You think that's how this wrong? When you member parliament get voted, you know, and people put it there, you've got to represent the constituency at all time. So when you speak almost about the constituency, so them know say you represent them. So you can go answer a minister. You have to tell them about your constituency each time. Every time. So if I water and them have the water, I say, well, my place doesn't have the water from when and this and that. If I road, the road, see the boom bam bam, my people them are crucify me. Me need when and me need over and why this and that. You need it. Starmer come the drain not clean. I say, well, I have around how much drain in my constituency. Them not clean. Me people them down, I breathe down my throat. Them I say, no, can't see. Me have one who flood out, so me that want to know and hope me can get some that and that and so you have to talk. She can't tell us no ask this question when him talk. She told her that. See, it's a way, it's a muscle, you know. It's a muscle. Say you know ask no question. So you don't bring up nothing about Andrew Wellness, not about bank book, not about criminality, not about SSL. And that's why they do it, you know. And nothing else. So what they want to do, if you for going there, and you don't that means what you are doing, you know, why you don't represent your constituency, and just start a fear him. Then tell her to do this. So instead of them, I say just shut them off and tell them ask a direct question and don't say nothing else. So if you give in to what she do, but don't make no sense, this is bullshit. Yeah. See, this is bullshit. So you're there, you don't ask no question, other question. So you know what this Russia do? If you come and them say, we are talking about the hurricane road. If they want to one of them get up and say me talk about hospital bed, you fi ask him about hospital bed. You know say she out of that stink. You must ask him about nothing else, you know, not the drill. It's a muscle. Hey, them dogs are full, you know. So if Tough Tongue get up and attack now, you must say, but Tough Tongue, why you take a word when you know even, you know what, you must say that. If you come and say, well, me I do Spanish Town Hospital, you have ask him something about Spanish, I don't know your constituency. You have ask him about Spanish Town Hospital, not KPH, you know. Nothing else, you know. Yeah. You have to stop her now. We are running our wicked. She's a piece of shit. So this is the plan where they have. Maybe just put me outline a big dirty thinking plan. Like people are either. You see, choose a thief in government. Those thief for election. We don't respect them, you know. But you hear me talk, me don't respect, no, listen. Me don't respect them. Them are fucking thief in government. It's a fake government. No, to them thief the election. So the big dirty thinking gas full born him for go to prison. Him is a piece of shit too. And the vote for them by and thing, it will not overrun. Yeah, but what them do them is a coup him drop. With the 7 thing them, and remember 4 to winnings, you know. It's a coup him drop. For you see drop that way, they know it's a coup them drop. Right? If you stop it from there, so cool. So right now you have a government, it's not a legit government, it's a criminal government. I remember them are criminal by nature. Them are criminal by nature, going wrong by, that's why them do what them do. Yeah? Them say win by anything. Well, me, it's true, we don't like them thing that me a real warrior. I mean, I know them thing that me a point it out, them are shit. Them are shit. Yeah? Yes. So what am I trying to do now? Yeah. No labor right MP and no bad deal. What talk about beg this and beg that, can't get nothing. You know when I tell them, say them for free and roll and make, you remember them give pay waiver where I say, make the barrel them, make the thing them come in and them should come in free. No, them give waiver in December, you know. But them tell you no electronics. And them say, well, the government and them roll out. No. You hear we attack. You see it? Yeah, when we talk, you take with things that you use it. You use it. We tell about we tell about project all along and I tell you say book back. You wanna try to do this so and then take it and run with it and the PR. It not working, because we are pointing it out. Remember I phone thing them, you know. Yes. And we have to tell them what to do. Because we're not shit. We're not no government. We're not criminal. Them are criminal. So we keep on reminding them are criminal. Born for go to prison. Glass Paul born have to go to prison, you know. In a film lifetime. Have to go. He must go to prison. That's a piece of shit. He have to go to prison. Can't make him stay like this. Glass Paul born must go to prison. So what am I do now? They might try and muzzle the PMP. Yeah. They might try and muzzle the PMP. So what am I do? Your constituent put it there to represent them. Then when a minister get up and speak, then you know Where him talk about you for ask him about that. Nothing can go so. Me want to see the minister for ask him about dead baby. You can't tell me about ask me about what. And the minister, fuck you. You can't tell me what you ask the minister say. And then I see him down, you know. He might talk about this or that more. You can't tell me this. You can't. Me get the minister for talk to all the while him talk. Oh, you look at that is not democracy. Oh, you look at me and tell me I ask stuff down when him done by Punash. Yeah? He buy 80 million taxpayers' money. Then we don't have no bed, we don't have nothing. They drill everything. And him come and him say, we building Spanish Town Hospital spending this. She want you get up now and ask him about Spanish Town Hospital. You know, see, I stink, she stink. You know, see what I do? Why me ask him about Spanish Town Hospital? Am I constituency? So me if I ask him some other thing, so she come up now, and then don't say fuck. So she say no, a shield. We'll put a shield so them can't get free ask for this. You know, see, I stink, them stink. Eh? You understand? She too fucking stink. Me want to ask you as a minister, but we're going in a this or in a that the dead baby and thing. No, me if stick to the question. When him talk about, that me if ask him about. If you follow she, so you let them off. So him can come and speak now and then, you know, the people them not hear nothing. Let me tell you what happened. You see the constituency, it coming like you know, we get elected not doing no job. Because to them, you know, ask the right question. You get a minister to talk to. She want to tell you, ask him when him talk about. Don't ask him nothing else, don't say nothing. You're too fucking out of order. You big nasty self. Fucking out of order. Yeah? Big dirty thinking Queenie about Nimpam. Hey, him to go to prison, you know. Him to get, yeah, let me tell you, you know, that little Peter Ford, that little pedophile, you know. Him to go to fucking prison. He's a pedophile. Big dirty thinking Queenie there. Him to go to prison, to man. You know what I little one them mash up down there? It's unbelievable for those go to school. The amount of him to go to prison. Him have to go to prison. She two road man out there and stinking herself. And what am I try to do, you know, as I said before, 41 them out there. What am I try to do? If the PMP they give in to that, then them must you down like you eat that cheese down and say, well, we have them, you can't balance. Mark going with me, no. You think he might make you Muslim? You think they man cry further, any one of them are bunting them and the one of them there. I got sit down and make you Muslim them. You? If you can't Muslim them or you're Muslim. You say you're tired. That can't work, so you know. I remember we out here, so that can't work, so you know. Because that is not a house. So when you sit down and think so you can't press a button, that have a fucking change. You two stink. You're fucked up. Bunch of fucking criminals. You understand? That cannot work. Let me tell you this. So them come up with something. If you hear Andrew come talk, then you ask Andrew. So if Andrew come and say, hotel. You ask him about the hotel, but not ask him. I'd rather the Prime Minister. I'd rather the criminal Prime Minister. I'm not a real Prime Minister. You ask him about what him say. Tell me if that makes sense in the fucking house. It don't. You're a piece of shit, yo. So if me say a minister, and me if ask him something, yeah, for the beneficial of my constituency, according to she, me don't know which MP you can tell this. Yeah, can you not see the minister all the while, you know? So you if ask him something beneficial to your, being some beneficiaries to your constituency. And then you feel low man and say nothing. Tell me if that make any rash sense. Eh? Tell me if it makes sense. They want control a narrative ledge. Let them fucker them don't said fuckers here. And headed by Big Dirty Thinking Bigfoot number 13. Nasty number fucking 30. Hey, I should have me remember. See how see 43 there. 41, sorry. See 41, yeah? Yeah? Yeah. You don't start about no standing order, but break standing order. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. So even if you're a standing order, right? You cannot tell me if you ask me what me ask. When me, remember, you know, me I represent my constituency. Me not say, I remember the right place, me I ask him for the whole world here. Me not say the minister, the way like this, the list. When the minister get up and talk, I may have some problem whether in a school, whether the education minister or the health minister who may have problem in the school or in the health system there, or local government, the road, or any one of them, agriculture, you know, say their country have something with any minister stand up and talk. I may talk for my people. That's why they question fucking time everywhere else. Me, I gotta talk to him, but my problem. Me, I talk to him about my people, them problem. Me can go ask him. So, for instance, Big Dirty Thinking, fly green. Him get up, and him want to talk about tagging a cow, tagging animal. So me hear him talk about, remember, you know, me have some rather problem in a St. Thomas, when me there in a Portland. And me see him get up, me have time to ask him question. She know why me ask him about my rather problem for the people, you know. Me for ask him about tagging a fucking cow. Nothing can go so. No standing order can't tell me this. Fuck off with no standing orders. Me gonna ask him the relevant question for my people. Yeah. Yeah. Said what the project was approved before the new MP come in. So we never been I don't matter about nobody now run on the road. She have to follow and fix that. And by the way, we tell them to fix road because last year Andrew said people are black road, I get paid for black road. Remember? Remember? It coming like Big Dirty Thinking bug life. Remember that? A Big Dirty Thinking nasty germs about life. You for fuck off to use the germs, you know. You have a germs. You think anybody around down road and talk about you do something because the road, remember the road have a fix and it have a maintain. These are germs. That the food in me hear you. You can stay. See? In my germs. So when you come out and drop road at our road before you get elected, remember, when you drop this because you not look, but you not look, voting another PR. Remember when you make the road not fixed? The last time the road them fixed in 2015. And we can show you the road them fixed. Me have it here, me show it. The road them fixed. And when it are fixed, the amateur fuck. Let me show you the road are fixed. Let me show them. 2015. Look here. I'll show them the road are fixed 2015. Watch me. 2015. Let me see that one here. Southern Coast Highway, all right. All right. Watch man, the road for the matter about. Look on this.
Good day, I'm Andrea Chizon, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, April 22. Jamaica's $1 billion food import bill was cut by 4.5% last year. In real terms, this is a $43.6 million or $5 billion Jamaican dollar reduction. Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Derek Kelly made the disclosure during his sectoral presentation on Tuesday. He said that the deliberate efforts to increase food production in the agri-parks could be credited for the decline. Infrastructure work on those agri-parks will continue this fiscal year to take advantage of the export potential of Jamaican produce and reduce the need to import.
For the 2015-2016 year, we project the involvement of over 300 more farmers, 5 major buyers, and the establishment of 120 hectares, yielding some 2,400 tons, or 20% of the imports.
Irish potato, sugarcane, banana, and plantain are among the crops that recorded growth in 2014.
Recorded growth? No, we don't have none. None! But yes, not never go on for Jamaica them time, they would lie than Joe.
And the Agriculture Minister has announced plans to deal with the importation of refined sugar. He says the ministry will not allow the commodity to be leaked into the local retail trade, undermine or raw sugar production, and rob the government of much-needed revenue.
We are therefore pushing ahead with the restructuring of the regime.
All right. This is in a parliament, you know, people. And this is showing in a parliament, they must show you what them do. But yes, still never did that work. Parliament, see me there, look here.
For the importation of refined sugar, including the imposition of a cess to fund the transformation of the sector. This imposition of a cess is also intended to level the playing field, since all of the sugar consumed in Jamaica is subject to a cess.
Minister Kelly says this decision was reached after consultation and support from the sugar industry. Last year, the sector recorded an increase of over 20% in sugar production, which was supported by a 27% expansion in sugarcane cultivation. There are plans to replicate or improve that performance this year.
We propose to spend over $700 million to rehabilitate some 80 kilometers of roads.
You hear these people? When them have you much kilometer road that have 700 million. No, them take billions. Under them, you hear?
In all cane growing areas of Jamaica.
Yeah.
We will train an additional 600 persons, including young people at a cost of $122 million.
So them train people and put them on road and they just give them things.
And we'll also complete an additional 80 social infrastructure projects in sugar-dependent areas in this financial year at a cost of some $273.5.
That's not about calling. So when Tufton come now, Tufton can come and say, AI health. And say, well, me have fixed up a University of the West Indies. Then shall stop you. You fi ask him about University of the West Indies. That have nothing to do with your constituency. She for fuck off. That name Muslim. You are the health minister. Me want to ask you my fucking questions. She can't tell me nothing. Opposition run away. She's a piece of shit. Continue.
$4 million.
Government has now signed the non-binding Memorandum of Understanding MOU to pave the way for a possible $5 billion investment in the logistics hub.
See the logistic hub and a film thing neither. See that?
The MOU was reportedly signed on Tuesday by the Ministers of Industry and Transport and Quark Systems and the Anchor Finance Group LLC. A release from the Industry Ministry says the MOU signing came about from an unsolicited expression of interest to the government. The expression of interest is a comprehensive funding and development package to allow for the build-out of various elements of the Global Logistics Hub initiative. A joint team will be named from the Transport and Industry Ministries to begin discussions with Quark Systems and the Anchor Finance Group about their proposal.
So them tell us, so they all live to, yeah, no, they all, PMP, they do what they think them.
The group has 30 days to give government feedback on any procurement issues which may arise. Government has moved a step closer to implementing the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project.
This is the one that sent, hey, look at the Southern Coastal Highway, look at this.
A final feasibility study report, other reports and preliminary designs for the project have been submitted to the Ministry of Transport, Works and Housing by consultant Stanley Consultants in...
So when them come in, all right, you see big dirty thinking, bug life, drunk bug life, big dirty thinking, germ bug life. Don't you see Andrew on this time, and you see James Robertson, them around with St. Thomas, Southern Coastal Highway. So we, and highway, and thing on that, you know, say Andrew boss about it. It mash up still, but you know, say Andrew boss about it. It signed the money there, this. This is before them come out. This is around 1 year before them come out. Everything prepare, I just push through, and you still them take it and them take it for them. One! I treat a mash up, so. You see them run here? So big dirty thinking about life. You run out to talk about we on this sign, your piece of shit, yo. A matter of fact, if you go William Street, everything that's signed already. Your germs, yo. See it, people. See it, see the highway here?
Incorporated.
We are far advanced in identifying concessionary funding.
The Portfolio Minister made the announcement during his sectoral presentation on Tuesday. The highway will be done in 2 phases, starting with Segment 1, which runs from Harbourview to Port Antonio.
So you say how much road? So Andrew them are both span this and the labor them are both span the road. St. Thomas Road. St. Thomas in this. They want everything run through and they did it. PMP thing, you know. But them are both span it, don't it? Them not both span it. The germs them not both span it, them yeah. They always them. Whoops. Eh? You see it? Listen.
Segment 2 is from Negril to Mandeville.
The priority is to do Section 1, Harbourview to Port Antonio. But starting with Harbourview to Morant Bay.
So you hear it? Money and everything.
When we've done that, then the whole of Jamaica will be linked by modern highway.
Modern road, highway and everything here. So I'm going straight to Negril. It that not reached over yet. The whole of these things are blueprint. I'm see them run with it. You remember the one of them I say, you know, St. Thomas, we don't have no stoplight. You remember I pay that and go on with. I pay do this. The drain, everything was there before them even lose. Everything. Remember them they do north south already and them do everything and practice around the thing, you know. And them do it. A matter of fact, say I weigh 2,000 one of these things. And them link the place. So all them come in and do is just continue. The children hospital are mama pay that too, you know. And them. But yes, still let me know to the hospital. St. Thomas in the east. Eh? And then you come out and talk about sign and a weak pressure if you just prepare a road where you no build. Your germs, a big dirty thinking about life. Knowledge and power. Look here.
The Ministry of Labour and Social Security will be introducing a workers' passport by September 2015 as part of efforts to streamline Jamaica's occupational safety and health program. Portfolio Minister Derek Kelly says the document will be introduced in the construction industry. It will prove that workers on work sites participated in a 5-hour training program in occupational safety and health.
These passports will be the warranty that the workers are competent and equipped to operate safely on work sites. They will also indicate that these workers are competitive in an economy capable of operating at high standards in the international labor market.
He says the introduction of the workers' passport is in preparation for the passage of the Occupational Safety and Health Bill in this legislative year. While making his sectoral presentation, Minister Kelly also revealed that one aspect of the labour market information system will be expanded in June of this year. It's the Labour Market Intelligence and Skills Bank component.
This component will enable the ministry to provide services to the public through web pages dedicated solely to labour market intelligence, education and training, career development, and the maintenance of an employer and investor skills bank.
And finally, the Office of the Children's Registry, OCR, is urging the public to tell the police what they know about the circumstances.
All right. So this may just show no one. May just show the next thing. May I show you them are walking at the country and deal with the road. When I'm just on a road, no this and that. See that the highway are them. And you see it. Now show you a pretty part where I do have the light down there. So hold on. This is a logistic. Oh, let me see this. This all right. So the one let me show you some things. And the PMP them do it, them not stop.
Good day, I'm Tamara McHale, and this is your JIS News for Monday, July 28. Local Government and Community Development Minister Noel R. Scott is appealing to persons to...
Mr. Andrew talk about him buy the most one work and I think the man to go away. You understand? Fire brigade, this and that, a bullshit. Look at
Jackson and Westphalia communities. The blaze was reportedly contained early Monday morning, but the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management is again advising persons to take steps to prevent bushfires. That includes not lighting fires in open spaces, keeping matches and naked flames out of the reach of children, and ensuring that cigarettes are completely put out before disposal. Persons should call the nearest fire brigade immediately to report any fires in their area. Meanwhile, the Maypen Fire Station has received a new state-of-the-art fire truck that comes with special features that make it suitable to deal with the parish's terrain. The fire truck is among three which the government recently bought at a cost of $133 million. Local Government and Community Development Minister Noel Arscott says it shows government's commitment to improving the fire brigade's capacity.
But yes, according to Andrew Wallace, PMP never do not. Remember, you know, they buy the money, you know, from IMF, from Porsche, do this, and I do the whole of this, you know. One time. Put the country on stable part. Limatel, the proof is here. See that, you know? What I'm saying? Listen.
Respond to fires.
I want to say that we have already ordered 3 more, and we are getting
that
2
are
from
6
the
plus 2
Japanese.
makes 8.
So come next year, we are going to have an additional 3 units.
Plus the 2 of them are getting.
We have authorized emergency expenditure for us to upgrade those other units that we have that needs repair.
The new unit for Clarendon has hydraulic ramps and generators and is capable of driving and pumping water at the same time at a discharge rate of 700 gallons per minute. The first set of tablets on the government's 1.
See the tablets are what Jamaica, what Labour said them bring in. This are when them just bring it in, people. Look at
$4 billion tablets in schools pilot project were presented to teachers at 7 institutions last week. The 184 tablets are currently being used to train teachers ahead of the full rollout of the program in September.
We have very high expectations in terms of the impact that this project will have on both the teachers and the students, and in fact the communities, because each school will become a hotspot and persons in the communities will be able to access the internet if they have devices that are so enabled. And the students will be also in a position where they'll take these tablets home so their families can also become computer literate.
During the recent handing over ceremony at the Alpha Academy, Education Minister Reverend Wanwell Thwaite said the project was taking instruction and learning in schools to a new dimension.
It brings Jamaican students to global standards.
Tertiary institutions are being urged to provide the training needed to prepare workers for jobs within a logistics-centered economy.
The logistics center where Andrew run upon them, we are logistic up at the PMP thing. The tablet and school and them the PMP thing too. This is where you see them launch them and do everything and they have to put and everything. A PMP thing. But yes, the Mama P never work. All we must say it was lie. That's why I'm not in at them two fucking lie. Them is shit. You can't afford to make them at hey, me a man. Hey, you couldn't say in front of me and tell lie. I couldn't be a politician, you know. Because I know the immunity in there somewhere. Tim's going there. A big dirty thinking Queenie, me a lending it. You must say me a merciless who's a part too, you know. Merciless some of them say me a lending me Tim's. I mean I take it back. You understand? Him a shit. Yeah man, hear this.
Economy. Industry Minister Anthony Hilton says training the local workforce to world-class standards is critical to the development of the special economic zones, which are central to the success of the Jamaica Global Logistics Sub-Initiative.
The charge, therefore, is for our tertiary institutions, which are already engaged through the Education Committee of the Logistics Hub Task Force, to find out the needs of the companies or sectors that will utilize the special economic zones, and to provide the relevant courses or training not only at the existing campuses, but hear this, but also the possibility of satellite facilities within the special economic zones.
The minister was speaking at the University of Technology's recent Logistics Hub panel discussion. Entrepreneurs are being advised to use the wide range of government services available to help advance their businesses. Industry State Minister Sharon Foakes-Abrams points out that training and technical support are being provided through the Jamaica Business Development.
So they might teach them train all people in business. Hey, all these things I don't want like I come and do it, you know.
Corporation,
it's there, documented.
And other key agencies such as the Heart Trust NTA. She says these are pivotal to the growth and viability of micro, small and medium-sized enterprises.
The JBDC offers support such as business advisory services, technical services, business incubation, marketing assistance, financial support services.
Financial.
Heart NTA offers support such as entrepreneurship skills development, enterprise development services, pre-incubation training and business incubation.
The state minister was speaking at the recent Young Entrepreneurs Association of Jamaica's quarterly forum.
Quarterly, you know.
Finally, emancipation.
All right. So I'm gonna move this again. Now I'll show you when things that work on a bill road. Me see them having up and down about the highway, a big dirty thinking, bug life. Remember say a PMP carrying the highway, you know. Your germs, you. A matter of fact, see the north-south coast, yeah. The north.
Miller officially opened segment 2 of the north-south leg of Highway 2000 on Tuesday, August 5. The roadway, which was built to international highway standards, bypasses the challenging Mount Russell Road, which the Prime Minister says has long outgrown its capacity.
The challenge of finding a solution to bypass the Bagwalk Gorge, Mount Russell and Fern Gully has been a long-standing one. The possibility, ladies and gentlemen, of building such a road had been studied for more than 40 years. Today's opening ceremony says in no uncertain manner that the studying is over and the work is well and truly underway.
Mrs. Simsimile described the event as a proud moment in Jamaica.
So people, she take one term and build up the place and leave her participants, but just still PMP never do nothing. The logistic up, the road at St. Thomas where him jump on. Listen, we go down suck. I remember the highway 2000 we continue go up in the it never reached away yet. From him coming in. They must put on a liquor part. Jump up on St. Thomas Road. When them get money and get everything. Parts already. Him get blueprint. I know him. But yes, still bug life I don't know about repair road. On this is your piece of shit, you. Eh? Look on this. This is the north-south link.
History and said the new roadway would cut commuter time, allowing business to save on transportation costs for their goods and services, which will ultimately bring economic gains for the country. Transport and Works Minister Dr. Omar Davies is inviting local private investors to come on board for the broader economic activities that are to be gained from the highway.
We need Jamaican entrepreneurs to I can't expect them to invest 600 million US. But I would think that they have opportunities now to build on that investment.
The Prime Minister meanwhile announced that motorists will get to travel on the highway from Linstead to Monique free of charge for 1 month starting August 6 as a gift to the people in celebration of Jamaica's 52nd anniversary of independence.
Yeah, when 52nd.
The Ministry of Health.
Well, how much now, people? If you want to know when them build it, if a 52nd, we are how much now? We are 63 now. So you take 11 years half and now we drop your 2014 it opened. And yesterday have some people around. You know Andrew to do what? Come on, people are thing and deal with it. A matter of fact, the one highway for year highway 2000 I can look at things, don't make them come trick you. See, continue.
Has confirmed the local transmission of chikungunya.
All right, so let me go to this. And I can show you how them deal with that. More see this. Even when the pre-tell us, when them start label cow, label the animal them, let me show you this. And the PMP come in with that, you know, look.
Finally, the Agriculture Ministry has started the tagging of animals as a means to prevent predial larceny or catch the culprits. The first tagging took place on August 3 at Denby, kicking off the National Animal Identification and Traceability System.
We are now ready to roll out the island-wide tagging program beginning at Minard and Orange Hall Estates in St. Anne in September.
The animal tagging and traceability system is also an integral component of the ongoing animal health and food safety management program.
Through these various initiatives, the tagging and traceability system, the food safety modernization program, and our lab accreditation program, we continue to modernize the agricultural sector and to align it with international standards.
The tagging will go hand in hand with the issuing of an animal passport that will contain critical DNA and other information relating to each animal. The passport will be mandatory for the movement of the animals. And that's
okay. So me just show no the things them what they might do and the lie what they might tell. But him now we know to talk about this and that and that. Let me show you something now with Mark holding them now. Look again. Look and learn. Look.
Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Monday, August 5. As government continues...
So people, I want to give a look on you know. It was no Big Mama, JIS to them thing. Them come, them video, them do the work. No, them take thing and give Big Mama. See it, look
In its
at.
pursuit of a credible economic program, both houses of parliament have passed legislation to make revenue measures introduced on April 1 permanent. The lower house approved the...
No, but you can't leave out Raja Clark, Juliet. Every agriculture minister PMP good. Raja Clark, you know.
Income Tax Amendment Act 2013 on July 30, with the Senate following on July 31. It gives statutory force to several revenue measures that had already been brought into effect by way of provisional orders.
Those provisional orders only have a temporary life, and this bill will supersede them and concretize the relevant tax measures.
So here we must say, them never roll nothing about the 1 in 5 or the 5% when they move to Andrew one is. This is before we come up with Andrew, hear that, you know. Hear this, hear what PMP
Amending the legislation, which is the Income Tax Act, before the provisional orders expire.
It does not represent new or additional measures.
The changes include raising the income tax threshold for individuals from $441,168 to $507,300.
So move from 441 to 51 big jump. I remember the money they cheaper them time and everything, you know. So that was a huge jump. So when I just said, we don't know, idiot. So I talk about him put a 1.5
has resulted in roughly 3,000 additional persons being relieved of the tax. It also harmonizes the provisions of the Income Tax Act with those of the recently amended Revenue Administration Act to facilitate more effective and efficient exercise of the powers of Tax Administration Jamaica. The bill also permanently records in the Principal Act certain measures which date back as far as 2005. Ground has been broken for the expansion of a new hemodialysis unit at the Cornwall Regional Hospital.
Cornwall Regional did have a new hemodialysis unit. But let's say PMP do not. Remember, you know, at the same time, Mama P have put the country on track and do the whole of these things. Mama P time this, you know, one turn. Mama P time. I wear this, that. But yes, they should have do not knock at it one bonus.
This follows the signing of a $38 million contract for the expansion of the unit.
So hold on. So yeah, so she was 38 for expand a unit and put in much dialysis. But Christopher Tufton used 31 for one drill. You hear this? When people spend money, you hear what they do? Look here.
Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson says the hemodialysis unit will now increase the number of workstations at the Cornwall Regional Hospital from 18 to 27.
So look how much chemo dialysis machine from 8 and then big. You have to expand it and you have to buy the machine them too, you know. Yeah? 38 million, right? And 31, 38, but 31 for one drill. And how much from 18 to 27? How much more machine that he buy? 9? He buy a third of what they did, 18. Yeah, he buy a third, one more, 9 more he buy, you know. And then have to expand it with the same $38 million. So all this buy on go one drill. You see the difference? And enough time we don't hear this, but yes, still them say boom bam bam. Yeah, look here.
That will also increase the hospital's treatment capacity from 220 to 325 dialysis patients each week.
Yeah. From how much? The patient hear this?
To 325 dialysis patients.
How much time you used to say? Let me go back.
The hemodialysis unit will now increase the number of workstations at the Cornwall Regional Hospital from 18 to 27. It will also increase the hospital's treatment capacity from 220 to 325 dialysis patients each week. Meanwhile, the Cornwall Regional's kitchen has been refurbished and a new...
Them refurbish the kitchen now. Tough tongue now just went out to him friend them.
Standby generator installed by the National Health Fund.
So the generator, the National Health Fund in generator. But yes, the PMP never worked.
In the meantime, 5 new pharmaceutical drugs have been added to the NHF drug list.
5 new pharmaceutical drugs added to the drug list. Remember them kind of NHF.
The additions benefit persons receiving treatment for hypertension, vascular and ischemic heart disease. Gov'T AS tablets, which treat ischemic heart disease and vascular disease, will be subsidized at $46.03 per tablet.
$46.03, not 100 or 1,000, you know, per tablet.
Coverum tablets and Calchek.
Look at people, the tablet of PMP gear in 2013, 14, 15. Tablet per tablet, I get $40, 50, 47, $13 ad per tablet. No, woman go buy a tablet the other day, now. 1 week worth of tablet at 90. Because it's a high blood pressure tablet. $95,000 for 1 week a tablet. 1 week.
Have both been added for the treatment of hypertension and ischemic
See
heart
the hypertension. So people, the hypertension tablet, with Dr. Fenta make you get paid like $13 and $40 or something. See? Per tablet. So if you can count a week without even take 2 tablets a day, and you have to take how much a week, that now come up to $1,000. Can't. The same tablet, people buy it now for $95,000 for 1 week. 1 week. And Andrew on his watch. These are the things only for watch. Watch out.
X-Forge as well as X-Forge HCT were also added for the treatment of hypertension. The NHS provides subsidies for the many presentations of these drugs. Details of subsidies for these and other items are available on the NHF website, nhf.org.jm. The Caribbean Maritime Institute CMI signed a memorandum of understanding with the Jamaica Public Service Company recently to retrofit 30 lamps along the Palisadoes Strip and replace them with LEDs. Installation under the 7,000
so then that's money, hear this.
$500 initiative is expected to take place over the next 2 weeks.
Those $7,000, you know, for do this, you know,
and result in a 50% reduction in energy usage.
50% in energy usage.
Philip Paul pointed out that it was costing $200 to retrofit the lamps compared to $700 for a new lamp. The long-term vision, therefore, is to do a similar conversion of the more than 105,000 street lamps across the island.
And this has to be the approach we take for the transformation that we seek in relation to electric energy.
Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller is encouraging Jamaicans to stop squatting on lands that are believed to be idle.
Don't capture our land. We have plans for them.
Yeah,
but it's not for agriculture. It's to provide.
She not send no bulldozer thing. She build place and give them. Look what she do here, so look at.
Housing for our people. And we're not into people breaking the law.
The Prime Minister was speaking recently at the Housing Ministry's Jubilee 50 for 50 housing initiative. Under the initiative, 50 homeowners had their final mortgage payments written off and received titles to their properties.
So she give them title for them property same time. Title, 50 of them she write them off and give them time. These people do great things, but Andrew come in and know how Andrew get for run out and come tell people I want bag of bullshit, you know. See? One bag of bullshit. I want to show him some road. Let me see this, a David Kelly here. Let me see this. Southern Coastal Highway. Let me see that one, you know. It's another coastal. Let me see that one, you know. Roger Clark. See Roger Clark here. Palwell. All right. Let me see this. Hospital. Hazard. Look, Paul Road now. 2-3. Same road in the country. You see the man, them definitely.
Good day, I'm Edwin Atkinson, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, July 9.
Look.
Residents of the New Forest Plumwood farming community in Manchester now have access to electricity for the first time. The roughly 50 families of the area recently celebrated the culmination of a $12 million rural electrification project. Energy Minister Philip Paul did the honors and promised to do the same for the remaining 4% of rural communities without light.
We should. You promised to do the rest of those 4% without light. See them do it here now.
To have a country in the year 2013 where people don't have
it is 2013, but only somehow tell us Portia Simpson administration never did that and documented. Remember him that just attack, you know, And him that turn on the light, you see the light run. The road, you see the road run. You see not so. You see everything what I do. It's sure. It's sure. Yeah. Look at that.
And the mission has to be as quickly as possible.
New Forest Plumwood residents expressed gratitude, saying the streetlights should make life easier for them.
Persons have to go up and down to charge their phones. Everybody need cool drinks. The time is so hot, so we need fan, we need AC. So it's really a wonderful thing to know that the light is here.
The Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica is accelerating the pace of its public sector energy efficiency program with the implementation of 18 new solar projects. The corporation is now inviting bids from local and overseas contractors for the supply of 18 rooftop solar photovoltaic systems. The systems will be installed at 15 schools and 3 public sector agencies. They will collectively deliver 232 kilowatts of peak power and contribute to the overall goal of reducing the country's dependence on non-renewable energy sources such as fuel. The tender process is open to bidders from any country, and interested entities have until Wednesday, August 14 to submit their tenders. Cabinet has approved the award of a contract for the renovation of the Claremont Health Centre as government moves to upgrade it.
Yeah, that's this health centre upgrade across the place. We don't say everybody have an out and thing. Here, it approve it. And not just one, but the man upgrade health centre. And for that tough time, what am I talking about? Bullshit am I talking about? Look. Look.
To one of the 4 centers of excellence in primary health care. Work is already far advanced on the physical structure of the other 3, Isaac Barrett in St. Thomas, Darliston in West Welland, and Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson says the decision to establish these centers was guided by government's focus on universal access at the primary care level. The improvements to be made include extending opening hours, expanding the waiting areas.
How much money him says, let me hear about this.
From any country, and interested entities have until Wednesday, August 14 to submit their tenders. Cabinet has approved the award of a contract for the renovation of the Claremont Health Centre as government moves to upgrade it to one of the 4 centres of excellence in primary health care. Work is already far advanced on the physical structure of the other 3, Isaac Barrett in St. Thomas, Darliston in West Welland, and Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson says the decision to establish these centres was guided by government's focus on universal access at the primary care level. The improvements to be made include extending opening hours, expanding the waiting areas, upgrading diagnostic services to support screening and treatment, and increasing the number of healthcare professionals. Road and drainage improvement works are progressing satisfactorily in St. James and Trelawney.
See the people, you might talk about St. James. No, Richard as on this. Me not talk, them a talk him depend the road. Them build all Calbot and drain, you know. It's a 2013. Remember, she just come in January 2012, you know. And me a sure thing where they might do 2013, 14, 15, come down, you know. See? Look on the road then. Look on the Calbot, look. No, as on this about them, look.
State Minister for Transport, Works and Housing Richard Azan recently toured a number of projects in the parishes and said the pace of construction was going well. The National Works Agency is executing the works in Falmouth, Trelawney.
See that building, people? And a joke. See them in front of you. See
as well as Granville, Cambridge to Mount Horeb, Leaf.
Granville, Cambridge, this, see the drain them, the people. And the road, them build them. This is 2013, but no road, no fixed.
St. Thomas,
look.
Darliston in West Welland, and Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth.
Darliston, after this, look on the road there.
Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson says the decision to establish these centres was guided by government's focus on universal access at the primary care level. The improvements to be made include extending opening hours, expanding the waiting areas, upgrading diagnostic services to support screening and treatment, and increasing the number of healthcare professionals. Road and drainage improvement works are progressing satisfactorily in St. James and Trelawney. State Minister for Transport, Works and Housing Richard Azan.
St. James and Trelawney, you know. I remember, you know, meanwhile, this is 13. But 14, you see the North-South Island done. You see other road, you see St. Thomas, the whole plan and design and the money job done. By 15, the whole of that done too. See? That open 14 to, you know. So them a build highway, them a do road. This is the place them that look on this. Here the place them in St. James. Some of them, hear this.
Recently toured a number of projects in the parishes and said the pace of construction was going well. The National Works Agency is executing the works in Falmouth, Trelawney, as well as Granville, Cambridge to Mount Horeb, Leith to Wiltshire, and Green Pond in St. James.
We are hoping that if all goes well, if we have good weather, we will be able to complete the project very soon.
Completion of these projects wraps up work under the Jamaica Development Infrastructure Program, JDIP. And finally, more than 200,000 public sector workers and pensioners will benefit from a $1.5 billion savings and rewards program being offered by local superstore chain Megamart. It's meant to acknowledge the sacrifice made by public sector workers who signed a wage freeze agreement in the national interest. The reward.
See there? You know, oh, them have to sign this at 2013. Remember, she just come in 2012. You know, them sign this in the national interest. It's how when she have to go back, you matter about stabilize and meet to this. Then, see, Megamart them come together and give them back some over 2 billion. What, see? Because in the national interest, the country done, and these people say, no, work with Mama P. She never push it on them throat. We never have the money. And to them mash it up. But yes, still Andrew them said them set this and put pan. These are lies. It's a year. See, it look what Megamart do for them. It documented.
The initiative called $1 Billion Thank You to Public Servants will, among other things, provide 3 years of free membership to the Megamart Wholesale Club with special discounts from time to time. Minister with responsibility for the public service, Horace Daly, commended the initiative.
This effort today by Megamart is an effort that we all appreciate and we endorse.
And that's it for JIS News today.
I can't show them the weed too. I show them the weed. I show them the weed. Don't follow them. I say I can't show them the weed. Well on there. I say I can't show them the weed. This is the bus them. All right. I say the bus them are coming in. I say much bus come in. Remember them talk about them bringing bus after bus. They mash up the bus them are practicing though. Poster come in and buy back bus. Yes, around 2013-14, we go back to, because them carry it down, you know, we go back to 400. But we roll out, and when them forget it back, them get 450. Now we're at 280 that, or less than 200 right now. We're 1/3 down. See? But yes, still them are going and we lose over 100 billion. And then the man, all them is going and tell lie.
Today, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, August 20. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has arrived in China to begin her 5-day official visit to deepen relations with that country. The Prime Minister received a warm reception on her arrival at the Beijing International Airport. She was greeted by the assistant to China's Foreign Minister Zhang Zhiguang, Chinese Ambassador to Jamaica Zhang Xingdian, and Jamaican Ambassador to China Ralph Thomas, along with other officials. Beginning August 21, Mrs. Simpson-Miller is slated to meet with the Chinese President and Premier, as well as business interests and the China-Jamaica Friendship Society. The visit is the Prime Minister's first official visit to China and follows bilateral talks held in Trinidad in June this year. Children under 12 years, students in uniform, disabled persons and pensioners will not pay more for bus fares when new JUTC rates take effect on August 25. Transport Minister Dr. Omar Davies announced Monday that concessionary fares for traveling on Jamaica Urban Transit Company buses will not move from $20.
A cashless system is being introduced whereby all commuters who wish to qualify for concessionary fares must purchase the electronic smart cards through design.
Well, on. So Pumbala, and we're coming on the smart card. PMP carrying this too. So that's this minute I come on board. But them that do not, you know. All these things when them are run like only a center bus in the hills. Look on road and the one that a blueprint, them get everything. PMP do it. Yes. See, it's smart card.
Outlets. Details on the introduction and operation of the smart card system will be provided.
However,
you hear? introduction and when them roll it out. You hear? When them run Bible spark baby thing. Mama P come in and sweep up the place and do so much job. She shouldn't even lose the election through corruption.
Until the cashless system comes.
Yes. Them influence who they did so if they run certain people's seat. Yes. And that man. Let the JLP them win. Go check James and his cousin.
On stream, those who pay $20 can continue to pay in cash. Meanwhile, effective this Sunday, adult commuters will have to pay 25% more on JUTC and private buses, bringing the fare to $100.
How much is it now? 100 now?
Of September 1, the JUTC will roll out another 100 buses daily to properly service.
Look on the time when I talk people, and I September 1, them do this. And them do it. See there, August the 20th, 2013. She just come in 1 year and do all of this, you know. But them say she never work. These are them lions think. You have to burn them. We have the truth here.
Its routes. The increase will move the JUTC's operational fleet of buses to 350.
You hear? So she have to move them and carry them up back to 350. And then by them that fix some other one, 400. When them come out at 450, them leave. 450. Now we are 200 and because them did buy 100 with the gun down, you know. And that put way, me sure where it put way. And them come back, them give us some, them put way 203. And then they buy 100 again, 303. But them give us some out of the fleet, so like 280 or somewhere. These are 450. Gun down, continue. Yeah, the man them run on the place.
This increase will be facilitated by bringing into operation new buses, which are already in the island.
I hear them, it's ready in the island. They might say, boss up the bus, up the bus. And we not go say them a shit. Don't follow them. It's all PR. And joining PR passe.
As well as those which are currently being repaired with spare parts, which have recently arrived in
all spare parts him have to bring in. The thing they mash up.
the island.
Through a bus rehabilitation program between JUTC and Heart Trust NTA, the daily turnout of buses is expected to increase to 400. Chairman of the JUTC,
400 and joke me make them carry it at 450.
Reverend Gov'T Roper says the increase in JUTC's fleet and the increase in bus fares are expected to boost the company's revenue from about $7 million to $10 million daily. In the meantime, the bus company will be implementing a park and ride system in September to boost the number of commuters and improve its efficiency.
To use a bus and park will be cheaper to a motorist than if they simply pay the toll. Forget about fuel, forget about brakes, and so on. So that gives you a measure of the qualitative difference that the JUTC hopes to make, certainly in the life of the people of Portmore.
A contingent of athletes and officials who represented Jamaica at the 2013.
All right. See, me just come show them some work. I mean, not me thing as so. But me with us, you know, run a reap on this. Nobody right now will put number 13. What Big Mama Drive David said, no sympathy on that. None. Celtic Bulldozer a better thing to that. Yes. So we have to deal with that. And then, let me just tell the opposition this. What they might try to do, they might try to play a thing there most the way. You know, remember people elect, you know. People vote for now. Yeah, you get elected, right? You can represent your constituency. Zane Paul, Paula, Mr. G, John, Pamela. You cannot represent the constituency. And when you're going to say them have Christopher Tufton, or something them try to carve, you know. And him come and him attack, say, University Hospital. You must ask him about the Jubilee of the dead baby. You have to ask him for what he talk about. That cannot work. That's a minister. So when you have to ask him about, can remember him response say, even the clinic in a year and a work and other things, and even the market meeting, you have to question him. She can't tell you if you ask him. But if you ask question what him talk about, you know, she's thinking herself. Very out of order. So when you tell the constituency say, our position, out the out order, You could catch a minister for ask him. And then when you look, you don't have no bed. You have somebody, when you look, them have somebody in a constituency, drop off a bed and dead. But you can't ask him that. If you ask him what I'm talking about. You know, say I control them, I try to control the narrative. That can't be legal neither. Because when you have a minister, you have to ask him the question, but you have to ask him for your constituents, in the constituency. That's why they put you there. So when you say a fly green, and you know something, some people want something we understand in agriculture. He might talk about something else. You forgot to ask him about that. These people, it's too hard. The number one people elect seat, don't it? Well, she never win a seat. But you get elected for work for them people in the country. But I pay them tax to, you know. But you must do that. You have to please the JLP and chat shit. Tell them, fuck off. Them is shit. I remember the man of real government, them thief the election. Them thief the election. I will start, hey, I'm going to keep some show and do my thing. Them. Just remember, we have 80s, 90s, the next 2 weeks from now. Yeah, who have them thing that will come to Canada. Well, we'll keep Smile Canada too. The 29th and November same way. So the 1st and the 29th, don't miss them show there. Because what we are doing is just run up series of show, join back a series of fun. And we are going to challenge them with something. And we are not looking from the book back, but we are using one funds and challenge them. Them are shit. Yeah? Them are shit. You hear me tell you? Watch me on them. And listen, I don't know vote for PMP. When you make sure, you know, when you have the mercy on number 13. See that? No mercy. None. 13 self-centered, out of order. 13 people. Yes. When you make sure you take to social media whenever we can. Shit, and a piece of shit too. A mountain back piece of nastiness. In figure. So number 13, yes. But we're going to treat number 13 now, same like how we treat Big Mama. Big Mama were no good. Yeah? Number 13 and them sit down and come up with ideas. So we are almost 28 of them. And we are sit down yourself. And then we are say, sit down. Nobody now going to listen to you. That's standing other thing I forgot move. And anything when them have vote for, listen. Yeah, from them need 2/3 majority, you know so you not vote for it, you know. Yes. Make sure you not vote for no care what they matter about this of the people run them away. In the House and in the Senate. Run them away. Yes. Because them need the opposition for a lot of things. Run them away. Yeah? That's why you have to have all gloves off. And the one I want to vote 400,000 plus of the people want to make sure rush that. She and Big Mama them no different. And we have that treatment well. She masculine like her husband too, so we have to deal with her same way. Same way! Number 13. How Gov'T off on your piece of shit, yo. Anyway, people, later, yeah? I'm out.
Some we are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump some we are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people elect the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put their life in misery. You understand me, Luciano?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician with the evilest mission, who no we blame. Too